Hello and welcome to Musical Exploring Music with Kalyani. This particular live is extremely special for me because musical is very soon going to turn 3. Back in 2019 when I started this channel, uh, I did not know where exactly it was going, but I kind of knew where I wanted to go, where I wanted to take it, and the aim with which the channel was started was very clear in my mind. So, just to give a brief background as to why I started the channel, is because when I interacted with people who were genuinely interested in music, who were enjoying music, but were not very conversant with the concepts or with the form of Hindustani classical music, which is something which I have learned, which is something which I am still learning and training under my guru. I thought that there was a need to tell people that there was a need to let the people know that you know it what this beautiful treasure is, what this the ocean of knowledge or the ocean of wisdom is of Hindustani classical music. Now, uh, when I thought of doing this live, the first thing which I needed was your feedback, and which is why I was continuously for the last 1 week I have put these stories in my highlight, and I've also sent these stories to a lot of you all personally also, I want your feedback because these were the people who were consistently watching the videos, who were consistently responding on the videos. So it was very important for me to understand your feedback, which is why I had put a lot of questions in the feedback questionnaire, and on that I got a reasonably good response. Now, I'm first of all going to answer all the questions one by one, and after that, some of you have also given me your most favorite covers, your most favorite songs which I have covered. So, I will try to get that. I will try to sing those songs for you in this live. Cyber Warrior underscore 99 is saying, ask your friends to join. I think they get a notification and they can join. like, you know, you can share this live with your friends if you want them to join. Um, so let me start with the first question. My first question in the questionnaire was, which is your most favorite cover of mine? And I got a couple of responses. One of them was आपकी नजरों ने समझा. Somebody said that they love all the covers which I have done, and that's extremely it's very flattering. It's literally, it is. I was so flattered when I got these responses that people are liking my covers and they are liking all of them that they've heard. Some people said that I have got a good voice. Now this is completely this is the God's gift, and my duty is only to nurture it and to make sure that I'm taking good care of my voice and to render this voice in a particular way that keeps it soothing. Thanks for those compliments. So then somebody said they liked my Ye Sama Sama Hai Pyar Ka, which I will sing in the course of this live ahead. One of my friends said that he liked Aaj Ki Raat Na Ja. So a few months ago I had put a similar questionnaire on the stories, and he back then also he said that he liked Aaj Ki Raat Na Ja, and he also told me in person that this was a song which he had not heard before, and because of me he got to know that song. Now this is something that's very engaging, this is something very very encouraging, and this is what keeps me going. The other question which I had put up was that, is there any genre that I am missing out on? Is there any genre that you think I should take up? And I got some really good suggestions. So one of my friends has suggested that I should go for more of folk music, and he has also suggested that I should try out some Drupal. Now Drupal, to be very honest, is a very heavy form of music, and I think it needs a lot of training and a very robust talim to be able to do something concrete in Drupal. The folk music, however, I'm also thinking of doing something else with folk music. It can come to you as a surprise project, but I can give you a kind of a hint that, when I'm talking about folk music, it has got a lot to do with culture. And since in the world, various cultures have developed in various parts of the world at various points of time, the evolution of music has also proceeded in the same way. That, somebody saying that I look like Pariniti Chopra, and I have got a lot of this. Now I don't really look like Pariniti Chopra except in her role in Hasi To Fussy. So yeah, but anyway, thanks for your compliment, because Pariniti Chopra is very good looking. So well, coming back to our discussion. So yes, with folk music, I do plan to do more folk music videos also, which are not film folk music, because I realized that I have done a lot of film folk music. Like I have done this holy song, holy. Then I've also done a Narli Purnima song. So I've done these songs, but I will try to get in more authentic Drupad content. I'm sorry. I will try to get in more authentic folk content, and from different, not only different parts of India, but something related to different parts of the globe as well. I'm planning something on those lines, and very soon it will be with you all. Then the some other recommendations which I had in terms of which genres I can cover is Natya Sangeet. Now yes, I have put in some Natya Sangeet videos, and but yeah, the kind of voice that is required for Natya Sangeet, I am not sure if my voice is suitable for that, but yes, I will try more. But I have done some Natya Sangeet songs, like Jaya Shankara Gangadhara is there on my channel. So I have done some Natya Sangeet. Somebody is asking what about ghazal music. I have done loads of ghazal. I have done a lot of ghazals. I have done Urdu ghazals for sure, and I've also done some Marathi ghazals. So in Marathi ghazals, I have done this marvelous song, um, which is sung by Asha Bhosle. It's Kevha Tari Pahate. If you want, in the course of live, I will sing also this song for you all. I've also done this beautiful ghazal penned by Suresh Bhatt, Malavuna Takadeepa. So ghazal is also one of my most favorite genres of music, and I've done a lot of ghazals. Like I've done Aaj Ki Raat Na Ja, I've done Mere Hum Nafas Mere Hum Nawa, I've done E Mohabbat Tere Anjam Pe Rona Aaya, I've done Baat Karni Mujhe Mushkil Kabhi Aisi To Na Thi. So there are just too many ghazals that I've done. Actually, there is a separate playlist of ghazals on my channel, so who is interested, they can go and check that out. Okay. Then some other like another suggestion which I've got is jazz or cabaret. Now yes, of course it is very interesting to go for it, but I feel that for jazz especially, I think it would be more wholesome if I could play one of the jazz instruments, and then if I also matched my vocals with it. So maybe not right now, but it's a thought worth giving a shot. So thank you for that suggestion, and also thank you for your trust in me that I can do this. That is something that matters the most to me. So yes, I have taken all these suggestions into consideration, and I'll work on those lines. Now my next question was, which of my interviews that I have done have you liked the most? So actually, some of you don't even know that I've done interviews. So the whole idea of doing interviews was that if it's just me talking about things about Hindustani classical music, it becomes very boring. That is point number one. And point number two is that I am no authority to talk about certain things. So I started getting in touch with different people from different spheres of life. Hi Joel, thank you so much for joining. So I started getting in touch with people from different parts of life and tried to understand what their perspective was. So the first series of interviews that I have done is Perspective, where I have interviewed people who are not musicians, but they are avid listeners of Hindustani classical music, and they have their own perspective, they have their own reasons, they have their own objectives of attending Hindustani music concerts. and they have shared their mind-blowing experiences on the interview. So I would recommend that you should go and watch that series. I had also done a longish series divided in 4 episodes called Do I Need to Learn? So the first interview was taken by me of my own guru Srimati Gayatri Joshi. The second interview was of Sudhir Nayak ji, the famous harmonium player. The third chunk of that was the one where I had taken interviews of people who are musicians by passion and they are following some other profession. So I had taken interviews of a flutist who is also an architect, a lawyer who is also a tabla player, a doctor who is a vocalist, and a qualified CA who is also a vocalist. And this was also the series which I enjoyed doing a lot. And one of my friends has actually said that she liked that particular interview a lot. Shruti has answered that question saying she came across my channel through Vivek, with whom I was live last week or last week. And she says that apart from Vivek's, she liked Akshay's interview. Now, Akshay's interview is taken on the topic of the art of knowing the art. Now, Akshay has been a very good friend of mine, and Akshay was somebody that I thought that he knows a lot, and I wanted to know what is it that's going behind in his system that can help him know so much. So that was the theme of Akshay's interview. And of course on that theme Akshay has elaborated a lot, and apart from that Akshay has also told so many things on the interview which are part of which can be called life lessons, which are kind of philosophical things as well. But it's an enjoyable watch, so do go and check that also out. Then the most voted for in this whole questionnaire was the interview of Shashi Vyas. Now, I would really like to share this over here, that the interview which I conducted of Shashi Kaka, I had been planning for it from a year prior to the interview. I had sent an email to his official email address, which is available everywhere, and I was not sure if somebody is checking that email address as well. So I had sent an email to that particular email address, and I was waiting if he will respond. Then one fine day I called up his office number, and somebody answered the call, and they said that they will put me in touch with somebody who is managing his schedules right now. And then I happened to meet him, and he happened to call me for a quick interaction. And then he said this to me, that it was after reading my questions that I thought that he should do this interview. And this is something that means a lot to me personally, because if people are interested in answering these things, or people are interested in contributing to these things which I'm addressing, and people like Shashi Kaka, if they are interested, it means it means the world to me. So yes, this is one of the interviews that a lot of people seem to have enjoyed. One more person has voted saying they have also enjoyed my guru's interview, Gayatri Joshi's interview, and that's indeed insightful. Like I said, the topic which it talks about. Ankur has said that he has enjoyed Harsh Narayan's interview. Yes, of course. I mean, Ankur has also shot that particular video, so Ankur has watched it a lot of times. I mean, he watched it live happening. He watched it while editing it. And then he also again watched it once again when it was up on the channel. So first of all, thanks Ankur for doing such a great job. And of course, I mean, Harsh has put in a lot of insights in that interview, and you should definitely check that out. This Harsh's interview was a part of this series, a short series which I had done called No Strings Attached. How can we learn about rhythm, as I'm very bad in? To be very honest, I am also not very good at rhythm, but I feel the more you do it, the better can you do it. Like, the more you practice with different kinds of rhythms. And one thing which I will recommend, which I have not been able to do often myself, But one thing which I'll recommend is that you should practice with live tabla accompaniment. You should, as far as possible, not go with the instrument, the machine, or the any other electronic form, you know, any other apps or whatever. So having a live tabla accompaniment will also make you realize whether you are able to maintain the lay, and you're also able to, you know, like, you know, if there are grid lines on a picture, that's exactly the job that a tal does to a particular composition. Okay, so you should also be able to see if you are properly able to direct, or if you're properly able to communicate with your tabla accompanist what exactly you want. So these are two things that are very important, and for that I feel you should try and, as much as possible, practice with live tabla accompaniment. Apps and all are good, but nothing compared to a live tabla accompaniment. Moving on. So yeah, so I was talking about this short series which I had done. The series name was No Strings Attached, in which I had interviewed two people, Abhay Nayampalli and Harsh Narayan. Abhay's interview was special in a way because that was the first interview concerning Carnatic classical music on my channel. Abhay is a wonderful person. Abhay is one of my biggest inspirations. He has given a lot of insights in his interview, and he's also, the comments in these two guests in this particular series was that both of their albums had been at different stages at the Grammy Awards. So, you know, that was one common thread between the two, and both of them have delivered extremely good insights. Both of them have given extremely good content for this particular series. Somebody is saying, please dobara mera net ruk gaya tha. Don't worry, I will be putting this up on IGTV anyway, so don't worry. So yeah, so that is as far as this is concerned, the interviews are concerned. Now I had asked for suggestions for the channel, like, you know, what is it that I can do, what is it more that I can do. So somebody suggested I should create a small group of closed group of people where we can talk about guided listening, etc. So yes, it's a very good idea, and but more than that, what I would suggest is if we can physically come together and do these sessions. Okay, and there is so when I had interviewed Sudhir Dada in my expert opinion series, he had said on that series, he has told about this project on that series, that he is a founder of an institution called Kala Coast, and Kala Coast does conduct such guided listening sessions. So of course, if you want, you can go over there and check that out, or anywhere else. Or if you want me to do that specifically, then of course online is a medium, but I think when we are physically attending something, if we are gathering at a concert, and then if we are discussing later on what happened at the concert, I think that would help better. So that's about that. The other thing which I got is that interview with a ghazal singer. Now that is something that somebody suggests that I should do. Of course, I will look forward to doing that. I will look forward to understand their perspective, because ghazal is not only, I don't look at ghazal as only a kind of music. It's also a kind of literature. So of course, I will try and get somebody in for deliberating upon the whole ethos of ghazal, and I'm no expert in it, so I will try and get somebody who is well versed with this form of music and literature. One question which I had put in was that, you know, what is it that I could have done better? Because this is the kind of constructive criticism that I'm looking at. This is the kind of constructive criticism that I want. and most of you people have suggested that I should balance or I should adjust the sound of my tanpura and the sound of my vocal. So some of you feel that sometimes the tanpura sound is too loud. It's much louder than my vocals. So of course, yes, that can be very annoying at a particular point of time. And I will try to make sure that the tanpura sound is adjusted and balanced the next time onwards. So yes, thank you for that suggestion. Of course, it's noted. Now coming to the favorites. So you all have given me a lot of feedback on which cover of mine did you like, and I'm going to start by that cover which Gaurav told me that he likes, and that is Aaj Ki Raat Na Ja. So first tell me if you can hear the tanpura and the vocals both. Tell me in the comments if you can hear the tanpura and the vocals. Please comment and tell me if you can see, if you can hear. I think I'll anyway start. आज की रात, आज की रात न जा, न जा, न जा रे, आज की रात न जा, न जा, न जा रे, आज की बिन तेरे चांदनी है मेरी याद की, तारे धुंधले हैं फीका है ये चांद भी, बिन तेरे चांदनी है नदी याद की, तारे धुंधले हैं फीका है ये चांद भी, है रुखी है फिजा, है रुकी ये फिजा न जा रे, आज की रात न जा, न जा, न जा रे, आज की रात. Hi Shubhada, what's up? Then the other suggestion which I have got is आपकी नजरों ने समझा. जी हमें मंजूर है आपका ये फैसला, जी हमें मंजूर है आपका ये फैसला, कह रही है नजर बंदा परवर, शुक्रिया हंस के अपनी जिंदगी में कर लिया शामिल मुझे, दिल की है धड़कन ठहर जा, मिल गई मंजिल मुझे आपकी नजरों ने समझा. Then going to the next suggestion, I had got ये समा समा है प्यार का. बसने लगे आँखों में कुछ ऐसे सपने, बसने लगे आँखों में कुछ ऐसे सपने, चुरा ले कहीं मेरा मौसम बहार का ये समा है प्यार का किसी के इंतजार का दिल ना चुरा ले कहीं मेरा मौसम बहार